We're talking about agriculture, women in agriculture today, and therefore we are in Ife Dore local government area because they are taking farming, the state government is taking farming to the grassroots, and they are starting with Ife Dore local government. So we're here to cover their event for today. They are going to be training women, youths, and even men in agriculture so that they'll get it right at the farming level at the grassroots in Nigeria, because a lot of farmers are complaining we are not getting the right equipment, the right tractors and the rest of them to carry out our works, and again insecurity in and around all our farms in Nigeria. But yes, this is good news. But hey, this is good news. These different state governments right now are trying to make efforts to bring farming, especially cluster farming, to the grassroots, closer to the people. So they are taking it bit by bit, local government by local government, areas by areas, to really train them. Therefore, we're in Ife Dore local government today because they are having Agric business training for all farmers, both men, women, and youths. My name is Anita Aluya. This is FOSA TV channel. Stay tuned as we bring all the clips in and around their empowerment program for their farmers at the grassroots level in the Ife Dore local government area.
They have been relegated to the background. Meanwhile, if you look at it, àwọn obìnrin wa ló ń ṣe agric yẹn with all their heart and all their mind. I have visited a lot of communities when I was still there in service. I visited a lot of communities. So àwọn obìnrin tí mo rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, they are hard workers. They are doing good work. And how can we help them is the thing. Because ibi tí owó dé àti agbára wọn dé ni wọ́n ṣe wọn ò lè ṣe more like that. And someone told me those days, an international person, somebody out of the country, a white man, ó sọ pé Nigeria of tomorrow is agriculture. One padà wá sí agriculture ní 200 pé oil and gas atọ́nijọ́ kan, but agric, as long as there is land, there is water and there is sun, it will continue forever. So that is why I picked it up. So I really appreciate your indulgence and being here with us. We thank you very much.
Your name and your portfolio, ma.
My name is Marian Olufumilayo Obada.
All right.
I'm the immediate past branch manager. That's last year. I retired from Bank of Agriculture.
Wow.
And during my service of over 33 years with the bank, I met a lot of farmers. I had a lot of problems. I had a lot of complaints. So when I retired, I said, why not? For over 33 years, I've been doing it.
Yes.
So why don't I continue? Not just the political and the pen farmers, but the grassroots farmers.
Right.
And that is why I refuse to take programs to the city, but come to the community and do my programs.
Wow.
At present, we're in Ibaraoke. That's Ifedore local government.
Wow. I must say you are doing a laudable thing for the grassroots farmers. Okay, moving forward, you are empowering a lot of women today at this program. Personally, what do you think the strength of this concept is all about?
The strength of this concept is that lately, especially this year, in the past few years,
Yes.
food is almost becoming a problem. People are complaining that they are hungry.
Yes.
Ebi ń pa wá, ebi ń pa wá. Why? We want to teach and encourage people that no matter what, they can do something small at their backyard. We're not really looking at a very big, yes, we're going to get big, vast land,
Yes.
and do it. But we're encouraging our farmers in all these localities that have land. We will empower them with inputs and a lot of things. We will train them that this is how they do it now that will make it more. We will train them that, look, market, we'll bring the market to their street, to their house. We want food to be plenty. We want sustainable situation and condition in our country, starting with Ondo State. We are still going all over the states because we have farmers in most of the southern states now, and they're even calling us that they want us to come. But we say if we don't get established and know what we are doing in Ondo State, we cannot launch out. And that is why we started this program of
Ondo
empowerment.
State. Home is first, always.
Yes, home is first.
All right. Ma, what is your take on cluster farming? What is your recommendation and your take on cluster farming?
Actually, what we are doing is cluster farming.
Yes.
We are gathering our people and registering them under cooperative. Because
Right.
even in the federal government, they said we should put ourselves under cooperatives and we should strategize ourselves in a way that government will know and they will know that we exist. And we are registering them. We have registered a few now across board, and they are going to do it in clusters together so that they will know that this thing can work. Because when the hands are more, it is better.
Exactly. Lastly, Ma, what is your message or advice to them all? To the farmers, what is your advice to them on this?
My advice to farmers is they should come out. Let's stop doing it alone. If you take one stick from a bunch of broom, you can easily break it.
Right.
But when you have the broom together as a whole, you cannot break it. They should come out, register with true people that have their interest. I don't mind. They should come to buy Agric-Women. Register, because we are going out. If they cannot meet the government, we are going out to meet the government and present them to the government. It's not child's play again. It's not how much will you give me and put in my pocket.
Right.
It's not give me palliative again. We want them to be empowered. We want to see the result of what they are doing and then be able to move forward and for food to be sustainable in the nation.
Wow. Ma, you are not just a mother at heart, you are also a creative heart. Congratulations for putting this together. And thank you for speaking to us and bearing your mind out on this Joyful Star TV channel.
Thank you very much.
God bless you, Ma.
your business? Why do you want to pursue this tomato business?
My own mission is to build and set my community on tomato farming, because nowadays I've come to realize that the Hausa people are making a lot of money from we Yoruba side. So that is why I want to really equip and motivate my people to engage themselves in tomato farming.
All right. Thank you.
Our travel, nobody will disappoint Victoria to money training at his own year on how to do some certain things.
Let's meet you for public purpose, sir. All right, nice meeting you in person, sir. Laudable empowerment program going on in Ifedore local government area for women, children, and the likes. How do you feel about this concept,
Well,
sir?
it's a good setting. We need more of this to be done because the programs that are coming up. There's quite a few programs coming up that women are going to be really needed. So this kind of training is actually a good direction, good stepping stone for them to actually move in when the actual investments on ground for them to actually partake. They'll be ready to actually move into that particular cluster and do farming.
All right, your message to them on this, sir. Your message to them. What is your advice to them on this after this time out?
It's for them to key into the training because we have quite a lot of things coming up in the future. Like I told them, we'll have the Commonwealth coming in to actually do a lot of farming with women on 10,000 hectares. We have the senatorial farm coming on, which is about 2,000 hectares in the senatorial district. These are going to be given to local farmers and women. So the training, like I said, it's going to be very, very important for them to actually go through that training so they can key in when the stuff actually begins.
All right, God bless you. Thank you, sir, for this time out. All right, sir. Congratulations on this kind of laudable project. But because you are the grand patron, sir, quickly give us your take on this kind of project for the people of Ifedore local government area.
It's more of an engagement that is rooted in educating the people about what they need to do to make them much more better in agriculture.
Yes.
And to let them see the secret of why they are not really earning so much in agriculture, and to assure them that they are in a position to expose them to the world and expose them to the technology that is required to improve their produce. That's a very good and commendable engagement.
Project. Okay, lastly, from their grand patron, what would be that advice to all of them?
It's just what I've given, the advice I gave inside the hall.
Yes.
I told them that as far as I'm concerned, they've only achieved 2% of an agricultural process. They need to think about how to preserve their produce. They need to think about how to transport them without wastage. They need to think about their end, the end of the processes of their production,
products,
particularly
yes.
the market.
Yes.
They need to think about some of those things that they can actually export to earn more for the nation. So these are some of the things that the advisor, and I'm sure they're going to key into it.
All right, we really appreciate your time, and thank you for your take on
much.
this. First, your name and your portfolio, sir.
My name is Pastor Sheikh. I'm a pastor and a farmer.
All right, nice meeting you in person. Sir, what is your take on this empowerment program for the people of Ifedore local government, especially women and children?
I know the way they are going about it, it will be fruitful. It's a very soft-minded. I've related to the leadership of the women group, and I can see that they are very, very effective.
Okay, moving forward, you were once the national president of Cassava Growers Association in Nigeria.
Yes.
What would be your recommendation on cassava farming in Nigeria?
Yeah, cassava farming, cassava can even give us better money than oil. We have cassava for food security, cassava for industrial use. And when you see the industrial derivative of cassava, it's capable of surpassing what we get from oil. So I want our government to be more serious. I want to talk to sort of all these secretariat here. I want to talk to them. I will write a letter to the chairman of the secretariat, why do I have cassava in this bush? Why is the bush just like that? And also, we should utilize every resources that we have. And so, cassava.
Thank you very much, sir, for speaking with us. Amen. Thank you, sir.
My name is I Chief Oshomo, the Oshomo of Igbarote Kingdom, and at the same time I am in charge of Agric in this council, in this local government, federal local government.
All right, nice meeting you in person. Sir, what is your take on this empowerment program for the federal local government citizens, especially the women and the youths?
Well, I think if you know, like I said, agriculture is the major thing. Like I keep saying it, like you want to eat before thinking of clothing. It is when you have food in your belly, that's when you can talk about something else.
Right.
And the fact that the government is coming up with this kind of project, I think it's a laudable thing. It's a good one, and we want more of this. Like I said, also, the government, you can see now, they are trying to, what the Mr. President is trying to do right now is to bring governance to
the
grassroots.
Yes.
And we can see it's part of it, because by so doing, agriculture will be encouraged. Women,
Youths.
pensioners, and what have you, they will have the opportunity. The ones that have not tried agriculture before, this will give them a leverage, give them an opportunity to practice farming.
Moving forward, sir, a lot of women were expected to have been in this event, right? Why is it focused on women especially?
Well, because women are the mother of nation, and the fact is that we cannot take the enormous contribution of women to nation development for granted.
But are we taking the looks of or the way we used to see our mothers during our forefathers, because they are the ones assisting in the farms those ancient days? Are we going to see them back to back, side to side rather, with that kind of perception, so that we move them into back into the lands?
Exactly, that's what we discovered that over the period of time, especially in Nigeria, that women drifted from the farm to pursue white-collar job, and that is part of what has led to acute shortage of food and high cost of agricultural commodity that we're experiencing in Nigeria. So we hope that with our support to the women, there will be increased productivity, and then the price of goods and commodity, agricultural commodity, will drastically be reduced.
Okay, especially in the market.
Exactly.
All right, not leaving the youths out of this, how do you intend to capture the minds of the youths to go back to the lands?
Now you see, youths are the strength, they are the future of the country, and then we'll look at it that there's a wide gap between the youth and the agriculture as we are currently experiencing. Now, in the olden days, every man or every father encourage and take their words to the farm, and you cannot overrule the strength of the youth. They are a potent force And now you see, just because there's a kind of a shift in this generation from what used to be obtainable in the days of our forefather, and that because in those days you see youth in the farm, but now majorly you see them riding Okada, and you know that has reduced agricultural productivity. And by us agro-women encouraging and empowering youth to come into agriculture, we hope that with our efforts and encouragement, we are going to witness high productivity.
Yes, from both women and youths when they are being engaged.
Exactly.
All right, God bless you. We really appreciate your time out and your take on this. Congratulations once again.
Thank you very much.
Moving forward, we hope to see another bigger episode or bigger version of women in Agric.
Exactly.
Okay.
And youths in
And
Agric,
youths.
and also men.
Men in
Inclusive,
Agric.
yes.
All right,
So,
congratulations.
because every one of us must embrace agriculture, because that's the way. That's the way. We just have little people who are into agriculture and agribusiness.
Yes.
And that is why we're experiencing food scarcity in Nigeria. We're experiencing high inflation because the supply is lower than the demand. So by bringing men, women and youth into agriculture, we're going to have surplus, and then from there we move to processing, and from there we move to exporting. By then, our GDP in the country will rise. Increase.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Congratulations once again for speaking to us. All right. God bless. Let's quickly meet you. Your name and your portfolio, sir.
My name is Engineer Caleb Olowojola, a director in the Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry Resources. But I am here to represent my honorable commissioner, that is High Chief Honorable Olayato Aribo, who was delegated to come and stand in for Mr. Governor. But both of them are unavoidably absent. So that is why I'm here.
So quickly, what is your take on this kind of empowerment for the women of Ifedore local government at the grassroots in terms of farming in Ondo State?
Well, like I mentioned during the short speech that I made, it is just like it's the right step in the right direction, because before you can really assess anything, even from a government, from government these days, from development partners, from organized, private sector, you have to really be organized. You have to organize yourself into a group. So government people, they don't really deal with individual. So like I mentioned then, it is the right thing in the right direction.
All right. What is your message to them, farmers?
Well, my message to farmers is that currently we think that the economy is so bad, but nobody can really come around and develop our economy for us. Number one thing I always tell people is, let's produce what we eat, then thereafter let's sell. Agriculture has the capacity to really create a wealth. Let's delve into it. Let's harness the latent potentials in agriculture, and governments are ever ready to really assist farmers to really improve their livelihood. Right. So that is just my simple message to farmers.
Right. Thank you very much. All right, sir. Let's quickly meet you. Your name and your portfolio, sir.
My name is Comrade Ayomeni, the chairman, Metro Area Command in those states.
All right, nice meeting you in person, sir. Sir, today, this is a laudable project for women and children, even youths of Ifedore local government in terms of farming. How do you perceive this, sir?
Thank you very much. I was so very happy when I heard about this program, because this program is a lovely program. Because if you look at the situation of Nigeria today, we need this type of program to help people for progress. Because if you look at it, if you know where you are going, according to what I said during I'm giving my own speech there, that even though in your environment you can make a small gathering, and before you know what you harvest there, it will take care of you and your family.
Okay, what's your advice to them after this empowerment?
My advice to them is that this particular agro-women that come up today, they supposed to come with truth and make sure that the name of the Agro-Women is not, still in those states.
Okay, so they should make more noise about it.
And people should
So that more sensitization, more people know about
Exactly.
it. All right, thank you very much for speaking to us on this. God bless you. Let's meet you first and foremost.
My name is Tony Adeyemi. I'm the project director for Agro-Women Group. Yeah.
Nice meeting you in person.
Thank you.
Today, the thought of bringing farming to the grassroots people came up, and the Agro-Women Group brought up this concept. As the project manager, how do you feel about this event?
This is actually something every farmer, every agripreneur need, because we have realized that there are too many political farmers, there are too many paper farmers, but the real farmers, they are actually not participating in policy, they are not participating in the happenings and everything that has to do with either funding or training. Most times, even when they organize capacity building, the people, I actually don't want to mention name right now, they organize some of these things for office people, not for real farmers. But we decided that we're actually going to go to the grassroots and meet every farmer and not just train them, give them international standard training, not only on how to do farming better, but how to handle the business of farming. Because that's actually the future. They need to understand the business dynamics of farming. All right. So that's actually some of the things we're actually looking at. So we combine both training, empowerment, and funding together because we just don't want to train. We have too many organizations that they train, they issue certificates, and that's the end of it. It's not different from the normal academic system where people go to school, they get a certificate, and then there is nothing to do at the end of the day. But so we are actually engaging in the entire process. So we are not just training them, we are empowering our farmers. We are also, funding agribusiness, that we have among our clusters, because we've been able to cluster all our members across the 18 local government of Ondo State, which is actually the place where we can start this project. Next month, we start training for Ogun State, Osun State, Ekiti State, and Rivers State.
Okay, so it's for the southwestern states.
So this is actually a program for Nigeria. We
are not just southwestern.
Not just southwest.
West.
Not just southwest.
Yeah,
It's actually a program for Nigeria.
Okay.
Because basically, Agro-Women is actually a group of women, men and youth, young people, young agripreneurs in farming. We are driving food chain. We are actually driving food sustainability in Nigeria, food security and food sustainability in Nigeria. That's actually what what's our drive.
Let's quickly meet you first. Your name and your portfolio, ma'am.
Okay, I'm Grace Bolongo. I'm a poultry farmer.
All right. You attending this laudable project by Agro-Women Group. Tell us your experience so far, ma'am.
It's been wonderful being here and also very challenging in the sense that we are being taught so many things for my age, and the things we have been taught, the exposure,
yes,
and the hope that's been given unto us, the encouragement cannot be quantified. We have been told to analyze ourselves. We have been told to work as a group. We have been told how to improve on our products and how to make better profit to meet our families' needs, our communities, and our environment.
Yes.
So, and there's also a promise of even assisting us to sell if you could grow and enlarge our works, which we are all looking forward to. I particularly am looking forward to expansion. I'm looking forward to financing. I'm looking forward to going bigger.
Yes.
And meeting the needs of my community, of my state, and even Nigeria and beyond the shores.
Wow. All right. Lastly, what would be your recommendation on this to other women that could not make it to this training today?
Number one, I would like this particular program to be given more publicity.
More publicity?
Yes.
Okay.
Two, I would like the women who have attended today to go to their various areas of influence to talk to other women, and if possible to bring them along when next there's an opportunity.
All right. We really appreciate your time out. Thank you for speaking to us on the FOSA TV channel. Thank you, ma'am. All right. First, your name?
I'm Dotun Ileke by name.
Okay. Your portfolio, what do you do?
By His grace, I'm a tomato farmer.
Okay.
So I base on tomato plantation.
Okay. All right. Moving forward, you attended this training by Agro-Women group.
Yes.
What is your experience so far, sir?
Yes, it was very fantastic. Honestly speaking, when I was coming, I was not expecting to meet all what I met here. No, it was very good, most especially the training and some other personnel that came to the program was very, very interested. So, in fact, this one is giving me encouragement and new foresight for the youth and the women of this country. So, I think if there's going to be a kind of program like this, definitely this country will change for better.
Okay, so moving forward, what is your recommendation to other farmers out there that couldn't make it to this training?
I can't use the word missing, but for them not to be here, honestly, they are missing something important. I think you get it now. But I want to use this medium now to advise those people outside there that whenever they hear something like this, because I still believe that we are still taking this to Osun State, or your state, Ogun
Yes.
State, and some other states like that.
Yes.
So when they hear about it, they should ready to come. So if they come and attend the meeting, that is, I mean, their experience with the meeting will determine what next to do.
All right. Thank you very much for bearing your mind out on this and sharing your experience with us in this laudable empowerment project by Agro-Women Group.
Agro-Women.
We hope to see you in the next episode.
No problem.
All right. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.